hibiscus.
My mother.
John's cheeks are wet with tears. He gives a small smile.
Hey, Ma.
Nana chews a corn cob and sways gently. She raises her
12
fork
years
and
ago was
acknowledgements
on.
to Charlene.
Yeah.
Erasmus leans over.
This is beautiful, cuz.
Thanks, cuz.
75.
Are you a 75 when you're on this?
Strings of coloured light bulbs are hung through the garden. Nana gets to her feet, and Erasmus stands behind her.
Hey.
Full Whanaka.
I thank everybody for this feast.
Everyone in Mum got picked for it, sister.
Today, I knew what I wanted. And I didn't know.
All about a
that you could
Fijian
do it.
family come to New Zealand to Mt Roskill,
Thank you, my
where we were all born and bred.
All my life I've
My
wanted
mother
to do
was the
what's
only
right for
Fijian
this
on
family.
there.
When your grandfather and I first
The
came
main
to
actor
this
here is from
She's
Hawaii.
probably the only one in
Friends
the
and relatives come
only
too.
people in Mount Roskill back then.
we didn't have much.
Were you the only Fijian back at Mt Roskill back then too?
The story should have been based on her.
Every house
I think in a subconscious way it
needs
was.
different
That's why they
people
wanted
to
to
do
pick her,
different
eh?
things. Everybody,
Because they knew
It's
the Fijian
important.
lady at Mt Roskill on Hillsborough Road.
we need people to sing, to laugh, to dance, to study, to speak, to fight, to lead.
Didn't Sunshine a few of them audition for it? Oh, I thought trouble did.
We need strong men.
Mum was happy when she wasn't there.
In the old days, Joseph was the head of the family, but I was its heart. So I have decided that my successor is Soul.
He freezes.
Soul, it's you. You're my number two.
Charlene grins.
Number two.
Kat purses her lips and glances at Percy.
Son
Sol
of man.
looks stunned as Erasmus
You are
presents
very
him with the
dangerous.
Everyone's got to be the
tabua,
son of
a
my
polished
grandson.
whale tooth.
Hey you!
They picked the grandson, eh?
Because my father would have been proud.
The tambore, whale's tooth.
That tambua is very secret. It was given to my father by the king at Levuka. I gave it to my son Michael when Joseph died. And now it's yours.
Sol looks down at it.
What do you want me to do, man?
I want you to sing and laugh and dance and fight. With you in the house, you'll always be alive.
Say a speech.
Sol stands up, clutching the tambua.
I used to have one of those.
My father was, my great grandfather was the chief of Matakula Kolovisalo.
I want to say,
He wore the tambore.
welcome to Father
I
Francis.
lost my whale.
So this is what you've been praying for? I want to say, thank you to all of
Where's
my
your
friends.
tambore, little one?
Charlie, you've always been with us. And you always will be.
Dimitri.
And this, thank you, Kaz. Can't wait for you to win.
I have one of
Next
those.
big thing. Your day too, Charlie.
Shelley puts his arm around Hibiscus.
Lost it.
T,
Eva's got a mean one.
Tyson doesn't look up.
Yeah, I mean, I lost
Sorry
it.
about
Exactly what I said. Exactly the same.
I got the crystal on Great Barrier.
I want to acknowledge your dad.
I found it
Uncle Michael,
in the bush.
you can't be here today.
Sol bows his head slightly, then looks around the table.
I want to say big ups to my dad.
Percy's lips tremble, and his eyes are glassy. Sol resumes his seat. Maria and Tyson look at each other.
God bless Mount
affectionately.
Roskill, he says. Good on you, Sol.
Later in the kitchen, Charlene wraps up leftovers as Kat washes dishes.
Where warriors were from.
Kat carries on scrubbing her back to Charlene.
With love in their heart.
I haven't watched this movie for so many years.
Charlene steps away and looks out the window at the men drinking, sitting and smoking. Uncle John has loosened his tie.
And that's what she wanted, eh? Get together.
Erasmus smokes a cigar. Charlene smiles. Sol, holding a...
The evil spirit will know how to get into the house. No, it's 3 days, not 4. What heaven? Not 12 years, anyway. But 3 days like Jesus.
You tell him, Ma.
Jesus is not going to be Jew.
There he
Tyson to
is.
Maria.
So what will you be doing tomorrow?
Maria looks at him and smiles.
Unpacking suitcases.
Shelley has joined in the dancing. Maria looks over to the dance floor, then back to Tyson.
That's your main
Sitting by the bonfire, she leans in and kisses him gently. Smoke drifts from the bonfire into the dark
Round
night sky.
On Dimitri.
Nana in her green
Daddy.
deck chair sits solemnly.
Be nice. Be nice.
She looks out at the
Nice.
party continuing in front of her. Charlene dances and smiles. Mia waves her arms rhythmically, a white flower behind her ear.
From the tail of the fish to the tip.
With people laughing, dancing, drinking and talking.
Just empty words. Some extra noise at the end of it. Ain't no
Charlene, still dancing, looks over to see Nana's green deck chair is empty. Nana, in her white party finery, holds rosary beads. She lies on her bed, her eyes closed.
Love, live life, love.
The clock on her bedside table reads 10:05.
see.
And she lives on.
In the empty lounge, the tape deck is on the table. Crochet
Another
blankets and
place.
various cushions cover the mismatched armchairs.
From a boy to a man, and my memories in between.
A full ashtray sits beside one of the chairs. Framed family photos hang on the walls, including the black and white wedding photo, plus baby photos and school portraits.
Full of Vanaka.
Rules they keep on changing. I'll be if I'm gonna play the game. Pay my dues.
Trophies and framed certificates sit atop a wooden cabinet with glass panels.
Easily.
Credits.
Easily. Easily.
Ghost Protocol, Friday, 45.
Easily. Easily. My Holy Spirit.
My daughters were watching that Cecilia.
Easily.
Very good acting, Mum. And
Number 2 was a movie made in Mount Roskill. That was the place where I was conceived. I'm still working out this phone. I wanted to have some other clips, so I might throw something else up later. My mother was the actor on it with as the sister of the main actor, Isolé. There's a farewell song in Fiji. Out of all the actors, my mother was actually the only Fijian in there. It was about a Fijian family who had come from Fiji to Mt Roskill. So like in a sibling wild sort of way, it's sort of like how my family came here and that from Fiji. My father was born in Fiji, but he went there when he was 5 and he came back later with his wife from Fiji. And some more days goodbye in Fiji. We had a big ceremony in Fiji once when my mother sold Wakina Island for 1.2. She gave over $50,000 towards the trip. We coincided and fixed something up in our tribe. Our tribe we are descendants of 2 tribes, Matakula and Kolovesalo in Fiji. My great-great-great-grandfather was the chief of Matakula, and his child fell in love with a woman in she fell in love with a boy in Kolovesalo, and they eloped and ran off and got married, which was untraditional because it wasn't traditionally done, so they were classed as outcast. So what my mother fixed up was brought our bloodlines, our Fijian bloodlines, back to the tribe. She gave them half a dozen or so tambores. They were worth over $5,000 each. They're bought on the black market. Tambore is a whale's tooth. She done a big traditional thing there, gave them 2 44-gallon drums of kerosene, heaps of cloth, and they gave us a turtle and a pig. Matakula gave us a turtle and Kolovesalo gave us a pig. We all had a big feed. We drank kava. We had a cherry on time. I went into my great-great-great-grandfather's house. They told me, this king's house is your house, King Bruce. This is your whole family's house. You can come live here. Our tribe is 15,000 acres. There's 500 people in our tribe in Matakula. We can be born there, we can be buried there, this is our land. And number 2 was just a movie what my mother was in, and as I said, the actor, and you've seen a couple of clips, and I'll just try and throw something up later. Love yous all, peace out. I don't know how to turn the camera around, so it's not a very good phone.